I'm excited to share Splintr with you. This is a new digital instrument, or a sound playground as I like to call it, which is a really fun new way to manipulate audio. Let's just get right into it. There's two different ways you can start with Splintr. One is by describing your sound and generating a new sample from scratch. The second is by uploading some audio from your computer, so like a sample or a song that you want to remix. I'm going to go ahead and start with the prompt here. So let's do a soft indie pop ballad sung in a female voice singing wistfully about love. Nice little prompt there. Let's see what it comes up with. All right, let's have a listen to this sample. That is beautiful. I'm going to start playing the notes on my computer's keyboard. So if you can see here, the C key is mapped to the A. The S key on my keyboard is mapped to the D on the piano, and so on. And now I'm clicking around on the waveform here to pick out different parts of the sample that I like. So I like that one. Let me put a little marker there. I'm going to put a 3. Sounds like a 2. That's a 1 here. And let's try it in some different keys. I'm going to drop the octave a little bit by hitting the Z key on my keyboard. Ooh, that's really nice. Now there are a bunch of different presets we can mess with here. So if I change this, this will change these parameters that you can have fun with. So you'll hear what this sounds like. Now let's just flick through a couple. But we like this one. I like the stuttercore one here. So let's record a new sample and then drag this into Ableton when we're done. Actually, let's pick a 4th part here. Sounds like a 4. All right, let's record it. Nice. Good little phrase right there. So I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to download it and drag it into Ableton. Let's drag this into Ableton. Turn off warp here. Let's get a little drum groove going in here so we can see what this sounds like together. Nice, we got a little groove. Let's add one more layer to it. So we'll go back to Splintr. All right, I'm gonna add some kind of textural bed here. So let's change the presets. Let's get something a little more high pitched. We'll turn the volume down a bit. All right, I love that. Let's record that. Beautiful. Stop that recording. We'll download it and drag it into Ableton. Okay, here we have it in Ableton. Make sure it's not warped. Let's turn it down a bit just in case. Beautiful. We just made our first beat ever with Splintr. Now, I hope you can see the possibilities are limitless. I think it's really fun to be able to create outside of the DAW. You can start cranking out your own samples, starting either from the generative sample that you created in Splintr or from your own sounds that you drag into Splintr. And you download a bunch of them, bring them into Ableton, whatever DAW you choose, and you can have a ton of fun. So thanks for checking it out and hope you enjoy.